The final heat of the final individual women's event is underway to determine which three athletes will be standing on top the podium, which order they'll be in, and who will be representing the Dubai CrossFit Championship in Madison. 2 scored events worth 100 points each. Event number 10, 60 cal bike, 10 toes to bar. Your current time to beat set by Michaela Norman in heat number 2 at 6:45. And we see the biggest challenge here, especially on the women's side, is to navigate your way through the bike to set yourself up for toes to bar. 60 cals is a ton of cals to do on these Echo bikes.
And as we just panned by Jamie Green, she looks like she's really laboring already early, trying to push through that, working on those bars as she's working through that Echo bike. Sam Briggs did not look like she was going to have a problem. Sarah looked very confident. Corinne looked very confident. Even Gabby looks very relaxed as she's pushing. So we see that we are early in this first minute, and we're looking at about, it was taking the other ladies about 3.5 minutes-ish to work their way through the bike. But how much damage are you going to be doing as you go to the toes to bar? And I'm still looking to see which of these ladies are going to start to break in form, who's going to start moving back and forth and wasting a lot of sideways energy as they're just trying to get that revolution on that crank and on those handlebars. Right in the center of your screen, you can see Sarah Sigmundsdottir up at the top. She's got the little headband in her ponytail there, but looks very relaxed. Sam's not even looking at the screen at all. Again, that woman has done so many workouts and has been in so many different events that she knows her body so well. She doesn't even need to really even look at the monitor, but she's just kind of kicking back, relaxing, understanding where she needs to be on that bike, and just kind of keeps on going and going and going.
Event number 10, 60 cal bikes. Your heat assignments, your top 10 after nearly 4 full days of competition. Emma Tall, Emily Rolfe was in position behind Briggs, maybe for that spot at the games. Jamie Green, Sam Briggs, Sarah Sigmundsdottir, Karin Frey, Gabriella Magala. Great performance by Gabriella all weekend. Alessandra Pacelli, Julie Hugo, and Agnes Manon put herself back in the top 10 after the last event. The time to beat for event 10 is 6 minutes and 45 seconds, set by Michaela Norman in heat number 2. And Bill, I'll pose a question to you in terms of, I'm not really worried about Sarah's finishing place based off this. Does she go for the 10K for event number 10?
Should she go for the 10K? Yes, because I think that she, again, we're talking about what is she trying to gain here. She's not testing to see where her fitness is. She knows what her fitness is. The test is, do I have the capacity mentally to make myself hurt like that? And I would say, go for it, man. Like,
put
why not?
yourself in some uncomfortable waters and see how you respond.
The nice thing is that this particular event, you're not in danger of hurting yourself physically. You're in danger of, how hard are you going to make yourself go after that?
Hand in the air for, you guessed it, Sam Briggs in the middle lane. Hand in the air for Karin Frey, Sarah Sigmundsdottir, Gabriella Magala. Now we're waiting to see where that hand is for Jamie Green. We thought she would be off later, but to the rig over in lane number 2 is actually Emily Rolfe. And we said she was actually, her and Sam Briggs are the only 2 in the top 10 that don't have a CrossFit Games invite.
Yep.
Now she's going to have to do something quite impressive. Now she has the points that are available.
Yeah.
It'd also take a implosion on Sam Briggs' part to make that possible. Green, one of the last ones, still on the bike. We were expecting that.
Look at the way Sam Briggs is working her legs on the toes to bar. If you look all the way to the left, Emily Rolfe has a big swing, but Sam is just pulling her legs up and down. So the tempo is a lot different and a lot quicker next to a lot of the other ladies.
I haven't seen Briggs come down yet, and just as we say that, she'll take a quick break. Sarah Sigmundsdottir to the right. Green is to the rig. She has a lot of reps to try to catch up on, but she does have the gymnastics capacity to do so. And your top 4 coming in left to right, you got Jamie Green in all black, Sam Briggs, Sarah Sigmundsdottir, Karin Frey will take a quick reset. As we're coming up to the 5-minute mark, Michaela Norman still holds the time to beat for event number 10 at 6:45. And as we said before, the big incentive here is not just 100 points in your place on the leaderboard, but $10,000 up for grabs for the winner of event number 10.
And the first thing I'm looking at is how long the time frame is that these ladies are taking in between each one of those. Now, they all would come down. Even Sam Briggs comes down and moves ahead, but like, wow, Michaela Norman didn't do that. I mean, she was on the bar the entire time.
And Sam Briggs, you saw the judge had his hand in the air.
Wow.
And that'll do it. Sam Briggs, 538 and $10,000 richer. You saw in the final event last year at the 2018 Dubai CrossFit Championships, Sam Briggs was in a 4-way basic tie across the board, as it being the first qualifying event at all for the CrossFit Games season. And Briggs and Rolfe, these are your two athletes that are the only ones that can get an invite that haven't already qualified to the CrossFit Games. Karin Frey has moved to the box. Sigmund's daughter in the background still on the rig. Jamie Green as well. In terms of podium positions, Sarah's in first by a healthy lead over Frey. Frey's in second. Briggs was in fourth, 3 points behind Green as Green makes her way to the box. And whoever wins between Jamie Green and Sam Briggs will take that third place position on the podium. Although Briggs just racked up 100 points, so that's actually gonna change a lot.
Yep.
Forgot it's 2 scored events. Event 10, the time to finish your 60 cals and 60 toes to bar. Event 11, the continuation of that time into 3 rounds of burpee box overs and thrusters at 40 kilos.
It's just crazy. Sam moves. The way we saw her move on that first part, even on the bike, it didn't look like she was working that hard, yet was able to just be basically a minute ahead of Michaela Norman's time. Incredible job. And then even here, same thing. Look at the way she is on. You can see her back there right behind Sarah working on those burpee box step overs. She is just barely moving, just kind of moving through it nice and easy, with Jamie Green right up into the front of her, starting to pick up the tempo on the burpees and those thrusters. That's pretty impressive.
Jamie Green on the thruster. Sigmund's daughter is done with her first round. Sam Briggs just to Sarah's left, finishing her second round of burpee box overs. Sam Briggs making her way back to the thruster bar. She already has an event win for event 10, the first part of this event, so that's 100 points in her pocket, as well as $10,000.
Man.
Surprised she could jump over the box with all that money in there. Karin Frey back to the bar for the second time. And Bill, like we saw with Michaela Norman in that comparison, is that steady, slow pace doesn't make it look easy, but just never stops moving.
It just looks slow. It doesn't look like you could be going that fast, but when there's no breaks taken, then reps are constantly being knocked off the board, and that's the difference I think that a lot of people don't understand. They think that you have to move quickly the entire time, where in reality, just don't stop. It's really, on paper, it's not. Yeah. Just don't stop.
Just don't stop. I'm only standing here at a desk in a nice, cool night air. Sigmund's daughter on the bar. Her second set of thrusters. Jamie Green to her left. As you can see in the background, Briggs and Frey. Briggs was sitting in fourth, 3 points behind Green coming in. Although we have 200 points up for grabs. Event 10, she's already won. Sigmund's daughter is back to the bar with Jamie Green, and Sam Briggs is making her way to the bar for the final time. The time to beat was 11:15, set by Michaela Norman.
She just doesn't feel any pain at all.
She feels it. She just doesn't care about it.
Well, I honestly don't know if she does. With as much experience in training and competing, it just blows me out. It just blows me away.
Briggs on the left, Frey on the right. Briggs won event 10. She'll win event 11, and she will go back to the CrossFit Games as an individual for the 8th time. Frey is done. She'll secure her top position on the podium in 2nd place. And Sarah Sigmundsdottir doing everything she needs to do. 1st place coming in. Four reps to go for Sarah. And she came in this weekend with some holes to fill and one step closer, her being a champion at the games, but she is the champion of the 2019 Dubai CrossFit Championship. Sarah Sigmundsdottir, what a performance all weekend long.
Yeah, she's been great to see, just battling. And you know what, I don't want to say that she just kind of tossed this one. I think it was like, hey, you know what? I'm good. That was a long week. I'm good. I'm just going to get in there. Not that she wasn't trying. Obviously, that's not the case, but she did what she needed to do, and I will take her entire week and just say that I'm blown away by what she did. She looked spectacular through all 4 days.
Still have over 2 minutes left before that 14-minute cap, but we never really saw one of those missteps that Sarah traditionally has, and she'll own up to that. She knows she has those little goofy moments and missteps. The only one we thought was maybe that clean and jerk tie instead of trying to go for the win, but after that, she was right on the heels of everybody, if not taking first and fighting all weekend long. And a dominating performance from Sarah Sigmundsdottir as she will win the 2019 Dubai CrossFit Championship. Karin Frey should hold on to that 2nd place position. We'll have to see how the points turn out because Briggs went back-to-back wins in event 10 and event 11 to put her not only in 3rd, but to go back to the CrossFit Games for the 8th time as an individual competitor.
Just unbelievable to see that, unbelievable to watch that power that Sam has. The fact she's going back, she's an OG in the sport, and she just will not go away, and that is the coolest thing ever.